I know that a lot of people would like to ignore the things that are going on in this earth today. But God is screaming from the top of his lungs for everybody to get right with him, to get a relationship with him, because God is truly judging this earth. Now, he gave me a dream about 2 days ago, and I was standing in a yard, and this lady was to my left. And I don't know this lady. And we were at this brick house. It's like a 2-level brick house, and it had like a balcony on the back of it with stairs to go down. And I looked at the lady to my left, but it was slightly getting dark as if the sun was going down. And then when I look back to my right, I see a tornado. It was a long, skinny tornado, but it was getting bigger, and it was dark, and it was black, and it was going like as if it was just growing, coming closer to the house. And the lady who was to my left, she just stood there. She didn't move. I had to turn around and yell at her and say, "Go, get in the house. It's a tornado, get in the house." And she finally ran. She took off after I told her to leave. She had a son that was sitting on the porch in the balcony behind me. I guess that was her son, because it was a younger fellow. It was a teenager. And he didn't move. But by that time, I looked back at the tornado, because the young guy was a teenager behind me. I had turned around and looked behind me. Then I looked back in front of me, and the tornado was getting closer. So I realized that I was in danger. So I take off running. But from the time I looked at the tornado and looked back at the yard was completely flooded. When I say flooded, it was like a pool in both the backyard and the front. So I didn't know where to go. So I get scared, and as soon as I'm starting to run around frantically looking for somewhere to go, I hear this big boom. And it was like the biggest thunder you ever could hear. And I dropped down. I dropped down low and run under a tree, which is not the smartest idea to do in a storm, but I was in a dream. Run under a tree, and I ball up, and I wake up. So I had another dream previously also. And I'm going to be fast about this dream. It was near Thanksgiving, and it was, I think 2019. I'm not sure. I don't know. But it was people sitting at the table. It was a bunch of people I knew from a church I used to go to, and some strangers, people I've never seen before in my life. And I was just walking around the table, and I walk outside. And when I walk outside, I see 2 moons. It was 2 moons in the sky. And it was something beside the moon that looked like a moon, but it was not a moon. It was like a red planet that was burning. It was like you could literally see fire burning down from it. It's like coming down from it. And then it was 3 stars on each side of the sky beside those planets. And when I walked out and I was looking at it, I noticed that the 3 stars started to fall down to the earth. The 3 stars started to fall down to the earth. And this woman, she was getting food out the back of the car. So I turned to her and I was like, "Oh, do you see that? Do you see it?" I was pointing frantically, telling her to look up and asking her, "Did you see that?" She turned around and tell me, What are you talking about? You know, she was just as calm as if she didn't see anything. And I'm looking at her like, "Do you see this planet up here? We got a planet beside the moon, 2 moons and another planet, and 6 stars sitting beside each other." You know, they were all like lined up. It was 3 stars on one side, 3 stars on the other side, and the stars were falling down to the earth. This woman looked up there and said she did not see anything. She was like, what are you talking about? She looked at me as if I was crazy. So that tells me that it's so many things, so many signs, so many wonders that God is giving us right now. But nobody is paying attention to it. Just like in the days of Noah, they were marrying, they were doing everything in the world, they were doing everything, but they didn't notice until it was too late that God was going to destroy the earth. Do not be one of those people who did not get on the ark. Do not be one of those people who did not take my Father seriously. Do not be one of those people who are seeing the signs but ignoring it. And if you don't see the signs, if you're looking at me right now like I am crazy, like I am a fearmonger, then I am praying that you get the scales off your eyes, get a real relationship with the Lord before it's too late. Something is coming. Something is coming. And I pray that all of us have our houses in order. Open your Bible. Give him a chance, because I'm telling you, he will change your life. He will change your life. God will change your life. All right. Have a blessed day. And remember that